Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Darth Phoenix 619 coming at you with another review. And this time I have the Jedi Temple Guard, as seen in the final season of the Clone Wars. And this is part of the 2015 Saga Legends line. And of course, these are the 5-point of articulation figures, which is a darn shame because I know, like most of you who, when we first laid eyes upon this guy and towards the end of Season 5, I was thinking, wow, that's going to make one sick figure when it's released. And unfortunately, we got in the 5 POA, but for the most part, the sculpt looks good. I've seen a couple of reviews of this guy, and it does look decent. And, you know, this is the only way we're going to get him in action figure form for now. So I decided to pick him up. I did find this at Target, so he is popping up at retail, and this goes for $5.99. And I have not been collecting figures from this line other than the Inquisitor. That's about it. But there's some more figures, little picture there, and you can pause and read that if you'd like. So yeah, let's go ahead and take him out of the packaging. And here he is out of the packaging, and for the most part, I do like this figure. I think it's a great sculpt for $5.99. You know, I think you are getting, you know, what you paid for. So, of course, the 5 points of articulation is a major drawback for me, but it is what it is. Like I mentioned, this is the only way you're going to get this guy in action figure form for now. And he would make a nice army builder and definitely a great figure for dioramas because for the most part, he'll just be standing there. I think for me, just this right here is just ugly. Just the swivel hips, the way that they cut the robe in half and part of the skirt. I mean, it just looks terrible. But if it's, you know, if he's standing, it's not quite noticeable, especially from the front. But of course, with the swivel hips, the leg and part of the foot has been molded onto the skirt, but there is some nice detail there, you know. I do like the little folds and creases there. They did some nice sculpt work here too in the interior of the robe. You can see some very nice attention to detail there, some texture, and same thing on the front there. But, you know, we've got some great colors here, different shades of brown, almost kind of an olive green here, and on the boots as well. But as you can see, there's definitely some nice texture to the robe itself, and looks very nice. Another thing that was pretty cool is all these keys here. I think that's what they are. That's what everybody's been calling them, so I'm going to call them keys too. And just really nice attention to detail. I mean, get the silver and the gold there, kind of a metallic look to it. So definitely very nice. And some nice details here on the belt. Really nice sculpting. And then you got this gunmetal. I don't know if they're cartridges or what they are, but that looks pretty nice as well. Up here, you see some very distinct yellow markings that for the most part have been applied pretty well. Some sort of emblem here on the shoulders, which has also been applied very neatly. You know, actually, this guy has some pretty good paint job. You know, there are some blemishes here and whatnot, some splotches of paint, but for the most part, pretty darn good. And then the gloves have a very nice sculpt as well. So definitely like that. And then here on the face mask, those yellow markings, which have been applied pretty neatly, and then you got some black paint job here, black paint apps here on the eye slits. The hood itself is pretty nice too. I think that looks great. Of course, it does hinder articulation here. It's a swivel head, but not a big deal. And then you get the, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if this is accurate. I don't think it is, and this may have just been laziness. But as you can see, the hood, it's 2 colors. So, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if this might be 2 colors as well in the show. I could be wrong. I totally don't remember. So, looking at the packaging. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yep, that's the way it's supposed to be. So, there you go. I think it could have been applied a little neater, but very nice indeed, though. So, yes. So, pretty good. I mean, I do definitely like the sculpt. And, of course, the articulations, the swivel head, the swivel arms, and the swivel legs. Now, the staff does fit in his hand pretty nicely, and the blades are a little shorter, but this is supposed to be more so like a staff, not a double-bladed lightsaber. But this seems like a very unique piece. It's nicely sculpted, and I definitely like the yellow on the blades. So pretty cool. You know, unfortunately, he can't do much with it since he doesn't have the swivel wrists, but, you know, you can hold it like that. I prefer kind of having it to the side like that. So there it is. That's pretty much it. All in all, I think it's a very good figure for the price. Definitely a must if you're a Clone Wars fan, and hopefully we get to see a nice articulated, more detailed version of him in the future, but for now I think it'll definitely do. So start checking out retail, if not online. He's been available on different websites. So there you guys have it. Hope you've enjoyed this review, and until next time, may the Force be with you.